The Icons of Real Estate podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business. From $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
G, I'd like to welcome you to the Icons of Real Estate podcast. And if you can just tell our listeners a little bit about yourself. You said you grew up out of state, so how did you end up in Seattle, and what's your background?
So I am G. Elizalde. I'm originally from Tucson, Arizona. I'm Latino. My family's from Sonora, Mexico. So I was lucky enough to grow up part-time in Arizona and part-time in Sonora, Mexico. I got both cultures. It was really cool. So I got to bond really nicely with all the cultures around me. And I was lucky enough to be given the option to go to college. I really wanted to be a real estate agent since I was a child. I remember
there's a lot of you guys out there like that.
Yeah, I was like, I really want to sell houses. I remember being young and I would bring in candies to school and upsell these candies. And then I could totally do this with bigger products, and I've been selling since I was in 6th grade.
Not much bigger than real estate is there in terms of...
I know, a plane maybe? I don't know. That might be my next commission, a plane.
And so tell me a little bit about Seattle and the market you work in.
Yeah, I went to college in Tucson. The minute I finished Tucson, I came here to Seattle.
You didn't like the hot weather?
No, the trees are too short over there. It's just too hot for me. I like it in the wintertime because it's like the place to be. The weather's perfect.
Yeah.
But during the summertime, it's just miserable. And I went to college for so long in that time that I was like, I need to go to a place where all of the studies I got needs to shine. And Seattle kind of just popped up. So I landed here in Seattle and stupidly got into life insurance right when I got here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I did that, but I got into
life. You got to pay the bills somehow.
I mean, I don't know why I did that. I should have just got into real estate right away. It was a dumb move, honestly. It was one of the regrets in life. I was like, why did I sell insurance? That was not a fun one. But then after that, I got into a bunch of corporate sales. And so I started working door to door, cold calling, I got trained in like the hard knot sale. And
you're bulletproof now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, you don't want to buy a house? That's okay. You got to rent anyways. You'll pay 100% rate.
You got to live somewhere.
It's okay. We don't got to work together.
Yeah, everyone's going to live somewhere. We'll work with you at some point.
Exactly. So I did a bunch of odd jobs in sales and I just was lost in like, where do I do? Where do I go? Where do I go? So I ended up having a downfall in my health and I had to take about a couple years off for a disability in my health. And in that time frame, I was like, trying to just get a better sense of what my next chapter would be once my health returned.
Yeah.
And I found myself tripping one day, scrying the Bible, scrying like this really holistic book. Do you know the word scrying?
No, I don't.
Scrying. Scrying is when you're looking at an object and you're trying to get a message off an object. So like fortune tellers scry up that bulb.
Yeah.
What is that? That globe. Yeah. Fortune tellers scry the globe.
My crystal ball.
Yeah. And preachers scry the Bible to get messages. So I was over here just tripping on the Bible, like, what am I going to do next? And honestly, it was so crazy. After reading a couple passages of a passage that had my name, it said, the covenant of the new glory. After reading that passage, I was like, I'm supposed to be a realtor. What am I doing? This is crazy.
It's your destiny.
Yeah. Awesome. It was crazy. That was in Memorial Day last year. And so within days, I signed up for school. Within days, weeks, I completed the school. I went ahead and I failed it once, the exam to get into real estate. Sorry?
That's not unusual.
I know. I had to be part of the statistic, But I didn't give up. I tested like 2 days later. They didn't let me test right the next day, but I tested right away. And I got in. And once I was in, I was like, okay, well, I know how to sell. Let me figure out how to make a smart commission, because there's a bajillion realtors out there. Like every other person and their mom is a realtor, you know?
Yeah.
So I gotta be smart about this because I know how to sell. Like if I have to go door to door, I'll do it. I've done the crummy line work of like cold calls and
Yeah.
door knocking, you know. Let me figure out how to streamline this to be fun and to be what I'm manifesting as, what I want my dream career to be. So I did my research. I was looking at a lot of different brokerages, and I just ran into EXP, and I mainly ran into a mentor. And that mentor was at EXP. And this mentor, his name is Ed Lane. He's really cool. He's been in the industry for a bajillion years, sold
Yeah.
over 2,000 homes. He teaches at a real estate school to get certified. And so
Awesome.
he's very knowledgeable. And so for something told me to follow him. And he was at EXP. And he explained this EXP model to me. And I was like, what on earth? This is money. Like this is
What a
money.
great model, and it's just growing so fast.
It's crazy. I got in at 82,000 employees. We just hit like 87,000.
Yeah. Growing so
Real.
fast.
It's amazing. And I feel like I got in right on time because it's blowing up.
Well, I love your energy. You're very inspirational. You're also, your story is great. Do you work in the church community as well as in your Latino community in Seattle?
Oh, no, God, no. Not saying no, God, no. But no, I'm not religious at all. I just
No?
really like the book. If anything, today's my holiday, sir. Today is my holiday. Today, this 420 is my holiday.
So where do you get most of
That's
your
another
business?
reason why I came to Seattle. That's why I came to Seattle.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We all have to
The
have
green
hobbies.
light. The green light.
Where do you get most of your business now, if not from that community?
So my other church, Zumba. I accidentally became a Zumba instructor through my
Cool.
I mentioned I was in a disability, and through the recovery of the disability, I started doing Zumba, and I accidentally made friends with the Zumba moms. And there's a lot of rich Zumba moms, man. Like there's a lot
Awesome.
of money up in Zumba. And so
Awesome.
I just started making friendzies with everyone around me. And as I started doing real estate, they said, marry the things you're already doing to your business.
You're gonna
I
have hundreds of agents joining up for Zumba classes next.
I'm not even kidding. I just sold a house to a Zumba mom, and I was able to collect a VIP fee for her.
Nice.
So I collected a full 4% compensation on a sale.
Awesome.
And so I told her, I said, hey, I have to give you a present. So your present will be for you to go get your real estate license so you can work with me, because you basically ran this deal for me. She's like, you got it. And so I have another realtor coming. So that was a fun one.
Awesome. So as a new agent, do you have advice for other new agents joining the business?
Yes, I do. I was so against this whole video and social media. And I was like, I don't want people sitting on my face on a bench bus. I don't even want to take a headshot. No, I don't want it. I didn't have no Facebook, no TikTok, none of that stuff. And so I was against it for the first 3 months. And honestly, I met the creator of Shared Tech Systems, which I've mentioned before.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about
you.
ShareTech.
Yeah, Shared Tech Systems is video advertising for realtors. And it's essentially like a system of videos that you send to your sphere of influence.
Yeah.
So your people that you know, you like, you trust, people in your phone book, people that know you, people that are your fans, you know,
Yeah.
your sphere of influence. And he created this software that markets to that theory, you know, like that type of connection.
Yeah.
And when I met this CEO, I didn't have social media. I didn't even know what sphere of influence was. I was lost. Like, I have no idea. And I don't want to even take a headshot. And he kind of shamed me for not doing real estate the way it's expected to. Put your picture in a business card and promote yourself a lot. It's like, you know what? I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll have some success. And it was overnight success. I posted a video that went viral and people were loving on me. And I got some death threats. It got really wild. Yeah.
Wow.
Some people were fans, some were haters. And it was just really controversial. And it got the attention of that CEO again. He's like, you're starting social media. Let me work with you and use our systems to see what kind of success you have. So I have been lucky enough to use his systems, and they're great. The more I use them, the more we develop them and the better we get them. I mean, that's a whole product in itself. But the number one key is just go online. Just show people what you're doing. You're a realtor. If you already are a realtor and you already passed your exam, you're an example. You're an example to people in the class taking it. Like, people want to be you already, you know?
Exactly.
So if you're already paying your dues, like, show people I'm a realtor that does Zumba. And that's how I started. I just posted my little Zumba videos and it just like took off. People love my Zumba videos. I'm telling you, I accidentally became an instructor. I'm going to the convention. They're sponsoring me to go to some convention to dance Zumba.
Right on. So as a new agent, everyone starts off slowly. You got a couple of escrows last year. I see your target for this year is 24. Are we on track? How's that going?
So yes, I really like the sale of it all, but to me, I'm so interested in teaching 3 people at a time how to do their own deal.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm interested in bringing a newbie that has all the spirits in the world to sell to her cousin because her cousin's about to buy a house and she has her license. Let me show you exactly what it takes. You got to call the DOL. You got to make sure your brokerage has you active. You got to make sure you do this training. I love to teach people how to sell. So I'm shifting. I want to sell 24 transactions per every person I bring onto the team.
Awesome.
And so right now I'm at 7 and I've done a couple of sales and I'm not even interested in doing the sale for myself anymore. I'm so interested in watching people see that thrill that it was for me to do a sale.
So in a few years, it won't be Ed's team, it'll be G's team.
Yeah. G's team. G's team, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like I say, your energy is great. Is there anything you're doing now that you feel you could do better, the areas that you're working on to improve?
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling me out.
That's my job.
I need to master some of these because again, I was so against a lot of things. The headshot being an example.
Yeah.
But the major one that I'm lacking and I need to be really good at is time blocking.
It's a tough thing for a lot of real estate agents.
It's vital. It's where
our
the
attention
money
is scattered, right? We're here and there, and
yeah. And I can already see my life picking up leads everywhere I go. I mean, like Trader Joe's, I drop an orange and I'm like talking to someone about their mom moving out of Queen Anne, you know, and needing to downsize. I'm like, reverse mortgage, ma'am. Like, tell her about reverse mortgage. And so I can pick up leads like no other everywhere I go.
Very exciting.
But I need to figure out how to like master this time block to powerfully use my time.
Okay. So, G, where can our viewers find you if they want to get in touch with you?
I'm on all my social medias. I'm a realtor G Elizalde. Okay. So TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, go find me. I'm realtor G Elizalde. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much for your time today, G. Really nice talking to you. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.